Test, test, test. Cool. With that, we're good to go. How you guys doing? I am glad to have you guys back. This is Bad X Ginger Gaming. I am, of course, Bad X Ginger. This will be our, third stream? Yeah, third stream of Baldur's Gate 3. We're still in Act 1. Obviously, we're going to be in here for a hot minute. Doing, as you can see in the bottom right corner of the screen, Tactician difficulty, character named Yolator Shul, Golden Dragonborn, Paladin of Bahamut. Name is a reference to the Fire Breath Shout from Skyrim. This is a character I played in Tomb of Annihilation in 5e. Here's the second character I played, because the first one just got barbecued. I'll tell you guys about that sometime. But yeah, I'm trying to roleplay it as close to and character build as close to his tabletop counterpart as possible. A lot of things aren't possible in that regard because some of the stuff was homebrew, and this only goes up to level 12, etc. You know. I believe last time we were quite busy, though we got kind of hung up in one spot. Let me bring my notes up so I can properly recap for you guys. That's right. So we investigated the crash, the nautiloid, cleared out the shoot. What are those little brain dudes called? Intelligence devourers. Here we go. Cleared them out. Killed the Mind Flayer, the Illithid pilot of the nautiloid as well. Then we, our Vector, right? Then we found Gale, and we found Mysterion, added them to our party. Made our way, my next focus, my next mission or whatever was to get Withers, right? So we just dove right into the refectory and tried to gain access to the Dank Crypt. Got just absolutely TPK'd twice, partially due to terrible rolls, which it happens. That's D&D, you know, that happens. Partially due to poor throwing mechanics in the game, poor aiming mechanics in certain aspects. Really kind of screwed me over without the ability to undo movement. It screwed the turn, and it was always a character whose turn was absolutely whose proper execution was imperative to the survival of the party in that given situation, and it just went south as a result because it turned into a wasted turn. I believe one of the tries, there were 2 wasted turns for the same reason. All of which I needed desperately, and then just whipped my butt. TPK twice as a result. The first time was just mainly due to a bad tactical decision. I was playing as if I was still on balance difficulty, and very clearly was not. I did the frontal assault the first time. Obviously didn't work out, so I just dropped in that little hole up top to kind of ambush them through that side door, already in their little hidey hole. And that worked out much better. Although, actually, no, I think... Yeah, I mean, that worked out much better, but I still got TPK'd the first try doing that, and just barely made it the third and last try. So, with that, we're going to start with a long rest, our first in this campaign. We start with a long rest. Early on in Act 1, a lot of stuff happens when you long rest. So, be prepared for that. I assume Asterion will be up first. In that regard. So we'll see what happens. Gotta make sure to finish raiding the place. Taking what I can. Don't recall if I've already done so. Looks like I looted the bad guys at least. I know I went over there, remember that. Did I get everything over here? Oh, yeah, empty. Let's get that cheese. Especially in Tactician with the amount of supply necessary for a long rest being doubled. I wouldn't leave a single food item uncollected. Because I mean, you can just send it right to your wares if you need to. Not your wares, your what you call it? Send it back to camp. You can do that if you need to. So I would utilize that. Honestly, pick everything up, everything you can. Okay, with that, we'll go and save it because shenanigans are about to happen most likely. Let's go to camp. Point in a traveler's chest. Let's talk to our party members.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
Yeah,
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Alright. Guess not. Alright, let's talk to old girl over here.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
I'm trying to do answer choices based on what he would do, right? He's a little more stoic. Excuse me. Goodness.
We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly? I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Alright. I think that's good enough. He would refer to them as stowaways. So conversation will end there, I suppose.
We've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
That's hilarious. Gotta love Asterion. Dude just freaking cracks me up. Alright, I think that's all our dudes. Oh, we need to find Laezel. know, she would have been really useful, actually, in this fight. Maybe we should have done that first. Too late. Hey. Let's definitely do that. No? I didn't know Dragonborns were shirtless. That's funny. I guess it makes sense. It's gotta be funny.
Go to hell. Oh, nothing. Nothing. I'm just poorly making a point. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial. Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract. That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
The wee one. I gotta say, I really like Asterion. Gale. Will's kind of an ass, but still like him. Love Karlach. Shadowheart is grating. Laezel even more so, but in a different way. For Shadowheart, it makes sense. RP wise, or character building wise. And it gets better as she grows and changes and all that throughout the game. Laezel, I think, she should be grading, right? She's a Gith. But even though she does improve a little bit over time, as one would expect, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't agree with some of the writing decisions, or maybe dialogue decisions that kind of force you into, excuse me, no-win situations or unreasonable situations where you have to, in order to keep her happy, keep her in your party, you have to do things that are totally unreasonable ask, or like nobody would reasonably do, your character wouldn't do. It's just, there are so many better alternatives that just aren't given as options. Honestly, it's about my only real complaint about the game, other than some wonky mechanics sometimes. Darkness is just utter bullshit. It does not work mechanically like it's supposed to, and makes an encounter in Act 3 frustrating to get through, even unbalanced. It's just utterly ridiculous as a fight, as an encounter, rather. Made that way by poor decision making insofar as change of mechanics to darkness in this game from 5e, the source material. Yeah. Other than that, and kind of like how they did Laezel later on in the game, and throw mechanics a lot of times really bugs out with not just this playthrough, although you haven't seen the bug that I'm referring to just yet. If I add Karlach to my party, you will. But I encounter it every campaign. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. The throw throw mechanic needs some work. The arch is a little ridiculous. If you're 5 feet in front of me, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna, it's silly. You don't need an arc for everything. And a lot of times it just like won't, it thinks that something is in the way and there's literally nothing in the way. Trying to prevent you from throwing. And it's like, if you build Karlach around throwing, basically, like that just, it breaks your character and makes it not fun to play as her anymore. Which is unfortunate, because barbarians are cool, and Karlach is a really, really well-written character. Voice acting is spectacular. But anyway, don't let me keep talking. Dude, I won't shut up. Y'all know me.
What were you two talking about?
None of your business. Oh, that's an option? That's hilarious.
I see. I'd be careful with Gale.
I don't want to be like bitchy in response. He's a paladin, he should be more mature, right? Maybe not so easily provoked. Let's
He's
go
a
with
wizard.
one.
All they care about is power. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Oh, you mean you don't like the tadpole in your head? Yeah.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some
getting
good
lucky.
fortune. Rest well.
Okay, that cracks me up. Her face when she talks does not match what she says. She's like, rest well. Oh, man. You have anything to say there?
Do you mind? I'm brooding.
Well, alright then. Brood away. 80. I wonder, do we have enough to not, you know, consume a supply pack? I don't believe we do. Nah. No way. Okay. That's fine. We've got what? Quite a few of these. Oh, they only do 40. Oh crap. That's a problem. I didn't know that. But I guess I can't read then. It says it right there. Dang. I guess I just didn't think about it because like 40 is what it takes in balanced. So I just, I don't know, my brain associated it with not that it has or provides 40 supply, but that it auto long rests you, essentially.
This is not the world you know. Rest feels impossible, no matter how heavy your eyes become. Every time they flicker shut, the tadpole seems to twitch behind them. Dragons, Gith, and the hells themselves have come after you. Yet it is this creature that lingers in your skull.
seems interesting. Let's see what happens. What, I don't get modifiers to that?
You focus on that spot of pain from when it slipped behind your eye to where it now lurks. You cannot prod it, but you can make it clear that you are watching. What is there to fear when it is the one stuck inside you?
Not
It
how
is
that
a
works.
minor victory, but enough to soothe you to sleep.
Yeah, super not how that works. Okay. That was uneventful. I remember the first time I played this game, it was like I couldn't seem to take a long rest without somebody trying to kill me or have sex with me. It was crazy.
How can I help?
I just like to hear their dialogue. I really love the voice acting in
Something
this
the
game.
matter?
She's gonna be as standoffish as ever. What smart aleck comment you got?
Need something?
Nothing. Alright. Yeah, let's go leave camp. We need to find Laezel, honestly. We just kind of abandoned her. We took a nap. Oops. Probably should have gotten her before we started this. Even as like an RP thing. I kind of feel bad about that. Oh. Get some books. Maybe we can get some scrolls. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. I like collecting the books. Maybe it's silly. But I love delving into lore in the game. In any game, not just this, but especially this. Need some dang light in here. Ah, it's about someone that worships Shar. That's sad. But Shar is not to be trusted, of course. Not by a long shot. I would explain who Shar is, but the game will actually do that. It doesn't do that for all the gods. In fact, it does it with very few, actually. Shar and Seluna. It briefly references Here's an arrow named after him. I can't recall. Starts with an I. Obviously references death gods quite a bit, actually. And it goes into all that as well.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Let me think. I think there's a reference to Tyr and to Helm. There's a reference to the... I can't remember his name. The Goblin's god. Who else did they mention? There's one more. Isn't there? Name escapes me. Oh, Ilmater is one of them. That's the one I was trying to think of. Ogma is, his domain is, I think, intelligence. Wizards dig him a whole lot. Oh, obviously, Vlaakith is delved into quite a bit, being Laezel's people's deity.
That might be worth a look.
That might be worth a look. Indeed it is. That, I believe, opens the door in the previous room, if I recall correctly. Yes, it did. Alright. Okay, we did something significant. So let's save. Morrowind has traumatized me. The need for frequent saves. Okay. Next fight's not particularly difficult. I just want to make sure that, oh, we should send this to Asterion. I just want to make sure that I'm prepared for it. Check out what we have. Okay. Now, to prep,
Charmed, I'm sure.
Gale, cast mage armor on himself.
Well, hello.
He's easy. I prefer her
Still breathing,
spell slots to be
despite everything.
used on healing. Personally. This puts us in the Dank Crypt. How close are we to level up? Probably half? Yeah. Halfway. Excuse me. Oh, we're AC 16.
Trust no one.
14, that's, yeah. It's not terrible for light armor.
But my magic.
And then 14, yes, of course, because of mage armor. Okay. Just curious, I didn't recall.
Not
Off
as
the
bad as it could have.
top of my head. Let's get some light.
This place wasn't built for the living.
Indeed. Let's take that. Shed some light on the situation. Take some gold. It's not much, but every bit adds up. At this point in the game. Is this the room with the traps? No, not quite there yet. that took a turn. Lord Kellamvor is... I think he's like the god of death or something. Something like that. There's so many gods of death referenced throughout the history of Faerun, which is the world that they're in, the realm, the universe, so to speak. I believe Faerun is a... no. The Forgotten Realms, I think, is the universe. Actually, you know what? It's kind of confusing. I'm not really positive. I think, is Terra the Earth? Sword Coast is like the region, right? The geographical region. Faerun, I believe, is the world. Not positive. It could just be the, I don't know, dimension. I don't recall. You know what? Whatever. We have Google. It's a thing that exists. Let's use it. Ah, Faerun is a continent. Toril is the planet that they're on. That's right. Which means the Forgotten Realms must be like the... not galaxy, because I believe it spans further than that. Must be a galaxy. Yes, I believe it's a galaxy. Anyway, don't let me get caught up reading up on lore. My goodness. You guys have no idea my appetite for consumption of lore. It's like that with pretty much any fantasy, anything I delve into. Goodness. I could do that like all day, you have no idea. There you go. That second paragraph. You can live as long as you want, as long as you're rich. In D&D. It was an interesting read. Someone that serves an evil deity. I believe they're evil, are they not? That just had some random mundane object in it, did it not? Let's pick up a torch. Why not? We don't have an absurd amount of them yet. Just bones. Okie dokie. I believe this is the door we need to go in. I'm pretty sure this one's locked. Like, in a way that we can't. I think this one's like a barred from the other side. That's what I mean. Excuse me. Oh, just kidding. Is this the trapped room? It is indeed. Alright, so rest of your party gets a little retarded when they're following you. Easy, if you miss perception rolls or perception checks on whether or not there's a trap or something, easy assumption to make is that there's some kind of button's the wrong word. What is it? It's crap. Brain just like stopped working. There's some kind of switch, like a floor switch you can step on directly in the center. Right here, it kind of spans the whole length. That's a safe assumption to make. There's probably one here as well. So this shoots fire, I believe. I'm looking for a like a freaking lamp or something, but that's fine. I'll just bring out a torch. It's not a big deal. Where's my torch? Ah, I have like 50,000 of them over here. There we go. Ooh, a soul coin.
A strange coin. I wonder what it's worth.
Send the great sword to camp because it's rather heavy. Okay. I believe the studded shield is better than the one I've got. Might just be the same thing, just different aesthetic. Yeah, that's right. Whatever. Looks cooler. We'll go with that. Plus, in reality, this would be far more effective. And yeah, obviously looks cooler. Gonna go with that. Alright. So obviously there's a button right there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, we got some stuff for Asterion. Smoke powder bomb is incredibly useful. Arrow of acid. Go and we'll send some stuff to him. We can hang on to this. Lock. Okay, so that must be what the button's for. Pretty sure that door leads to the Dank Crypt, which is the area that we're trying to get to, by the way. Those little gargoyle dudes right there.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Yeah, took the words out of my mouth. Morning Star. That is a better mace, essentially. Higher damage dice. Give that to Shadowheart. She's got a mace, which I believe is a D6.
Be cautious.
Morning Star is a D8.
Hurry. This place is trapped.
Oh crap. That activates it? That's a problem. Alright. There we go.
Keep your distance, darling.
This is another thing I wish they would let you do. During the environment's turn, I wish they would allow you to pan the camera. But they don't.
Never a dull moment.
Now I believe you can open this. The Watcher's Guide is a lance, spear. No one we've got uses spears. Okay, so that's there's a name for that in Pathfinder. Can't recall. Let me look it up. There's a stance. I know of it because backswing. Backswing is what it's called. This is a little different. And so this basically gives you advantage on your next attack if you miss the initial. Backswing in PF2E gives Pathfinder 2nd Edition gives a +1 circumstance bonus on the follow-up attack. So similar concept, not quite as powerful. Sorry, that's what I was thinking. We'll go ahead and we'll send that to camp. We don't have anybody that can use it. We're playing the vanilla version, which means no bag of holding.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Okay, it shouldn't be an issue for everyone else to tread freely.
Traps. Hell, this is more dangerous than I thought.
Because we've already deactivated the traps. Alright. Let's go and open the door. Oh, I thought that opened it. Huh. I guess not. That must be a key to the other door. He runs really silly. There we go. Let's tread carefully. This is the room. Now we're in the Dank Crypt. Alright. I know I excessively save. Like I said, Morrowind traumatized me. So.
Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
Highly recommend
I wonder
taking.
what was so subversive about their words that they commanded action.
Highly recommend taking their weapons.
Easy.
Oh, dude. He can almost not even fail. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, 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 boom. Got him, coach. I'll be taking that. Yes, sir.
Can't give up now.
Alright, yep. Got another dude over here. I have no one that can use that. Did we loot him? We did not. Let us do so. Scroll of Burning Hands. Here you go, Gale. And we'll send that one to camp. What's up, dog? Key. Dagger. We have enough of those on hand. Let's get some light. Open the chest. That's all out. It's fine.
Look at that. Jurgle, the scribe of the dead. This chapel must be ancient.
I've never actually made that save before. Hadn't heard that dialogue before. That's why I paused for a second there to listen. Scimitar. I think... Yeah, let's send that to camp. Should be all of the dead guys around here. Should be everything we can loot before proceeding. Where's this plaque? I want to read it.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
Okay. Alright, so we're about to enter combat. I want to split the group. You'll find, actually, that, as I understand, this is extremely necessary. Splitting the group, I mean. It's extremely necessary when, playing on this higher difficulty. I'm gonna have him over here. I'll have him hide.
Just like old times.
Let's scooch over here. So he can sneak attack that one. Oh, sorry. All the dead guys we looted are about to be raised and attack us.
Lost in
Gale. You have mage armor already. Okay, good. Let's send him up there so that he's not in melee range. Now this one will attack him right here. So let's keep him kind of over here maybe.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Shadowheart can... Actually, she would do well over here. Centrally located within melee range of this guy.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Well, that's obviously not where the or not have the oh, it's underwear. I thought that was a weapon for some reason. Let's not have him carrying the torch. The hell is his weapon? I need to send all this crap to the camp. It's too much clutter. Wish you could group things. Goblin bow. Goblin scimitar. Oh yeah, that's right. We came upon some goblin corpses. That's right. I might keep hand axe or two. Something to throw so that he has some kind of range option. Short sword, nah. Not when he has access to longsword. Rapiers for a dex character. Though, let me send that to Asterion. Perhaps it might be a better option than whatever dagger thing he's got. Okay, too many damn torches. Don't need a warhammer. He's not that type. He's a sword and board, not a two-handed weapon user. Okay. Alright, so what was I looking for? His weapon? The hell was his weapon? Did it disappear? Did he have a mace or something? I think he had a maul. The maul I sent. That's annoying. 1d6. I think it's the same damage type. He needs a better weapon. Where's the damn longsword? How is that not the starting equipment? I don't understand. Let's go to camp real quick, check out our little traveler's chest. I'll equip him with the best thing. Maybe where the hell is the chest? The backpack, maybe? is so annoying. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. How the hell you bring up the map? Okay, so they must have, for some stupid reason, put it on the other side of a door. Alright. Can you use this one-handed? No, it's only two-handed. We'll sort this by type. Make it a bit easier. What about the great club? I think that's two-handed, yeah. Short sword is a d6, so might as well have a hand axe. It's the same crap. That's a d8. It's versatile. It might be the best option at this point. Warhammer's versatile, okay. d8 or d10. Okay. In that case, we'll do that. Alrighty. Now, I believe we're ready for combat. Let me get a refill real quick. I'm gonna drink and stretch a little bit. Hurt pretty bad today. Actually, oh my goodness, I didn't go to Taekwondo earlier tonight because dude, I put the baby down right for a nap early afternoon, about the same time we usually do, and I'm like, okay, I'll close my eyes for a couple minutes, get a little bit of like a power nap in, get up, clean the kitchen, etc. Right? Nope. Absolutely not what happened. Dude, passed out. I don't know, 2 o'clock? Neither of us woke up till like 5:30. She has never taken a nap that long. Like, that's, unless she's like sick or something. Or when she was teething, she would sometimes take a nap like that, but it was, even then, pretty rare. Dude, we straight up time traveled. I don't know where the hell I was. I don't know what day it was. It was so bad. But because of that, I missed Taekwondo. I wasn't able to go. I really got to start setting like an alarm or something in case that happens. It's been happening more and more. But I think the whole sciatica thing's improving. I worked on Monday. I had a mild flare up, so it didn't go as well as I was hoping. In that regard, but to be fair, it was a very good test for my wrists. I had a very hard schedule. And it was a test that needed to happen, so I'm kind of glad it did. I was curious about where I really was in the healing process. Icing it for a little bit seems to have brought it down. So hey, I'll take it. It's like I'm not feeling any inflammation, any pain, nothing right now. So just icing it throughout the day, the next day, got rid of it. So that's pretty damn minor flare up right there. It's almost not even worth speaking of. Let me turn the controller off while I'm just yapping. So I'm pleasantly surprised about that. Not quite where I thought I was, but now I know I can handle a schedule like that. And oddly enough, there's no reason why I should be, but I'm even faster than I was before I got hurt. I haven't been putting in the work to be so, and I was trying to take it easy. I wasn't trying to rush through things, but that still wound up being the case, and it shocked me, honestly. But in a good way, of course. So I'm thinking I will go forward with my plan, provided, I mean, I'm going to wait out the rest of the week, at least tomorrow. Tomorrow, Thursday or so, see how I feel. If flare-up hasn't gotten worse, or come back, or what have you, I'm thinking I'll try to open up my schedule a little more for work, try to pick up some more shifts more often, essentially. See how my body handles that, and go from there. But this has been a huge step insofar as healing is concerned. Overcoming this work injury. Dude, it's been so freaking rough. Ugh. 2 years of dealing with this. I might have told y'all, initial onset of symptoms was nerve pain, essentially so bad that I couldn't brush my teeth properly. I couldn't feed myself. Dude, it sucked. I couldn't pick up, carry anything. I couldn't really use my hands. I was useless. I almost wasn't able to drive myself home the day that it happened. Dude, the pain was so bad. I could barely grip the steering wheel. I was having to use my knees to assist. And I was just driving like a grandpa in like the right lane, man. Just because I had to get home, you know? But dude, that was so freaking rough. I can't believe it. I've gotten hurt a lot in my life. I've had a lot of injuries, a lot of things like that. Never something like this. I was always able to like bounce back and heal in a reasonable amount of time, and you know, it was whatever, right? Dude, nerve pain, that's on another level. I can take the skeletal stuff, the joints, the even muscle spasms, things like that. I mean, as long as it's not locked in spasm for a long period of time, consecutively. You know, I've got a pretty damn good pain tolerance. You know, it shouldn't be as high as it is, but it is just because things I got going on. Nerve pain, dude, I'm telling you, that shit'll bring you to your freaking knees, man. No matter what your pain tolerance is, you can't really build a pain tolerance to nerve pain. It's, man, it's unlike anything else. But all that to say this, moving in the right direction. Yesterday was a big deal, in a positive way. And I'm hoping I can, you know, I'm still going to be working part-time so I can stay home with the baby, right? Well, she's not a baby anymore, but she's a baby in here, right? Still be working part-time, so I can do that, and all that, but I'll be working, or my goal is to work as often as possible, and right now I physically can't. Mondays are my work day, and what I've been doing up until this point has been once every 4 Mondays I've been working. If this week goes well, flare-up wise, I'm thinking I'm gonna try out once every 3 weeks and just go from there. If I can honestly, if I can just get to the every other Monday, I'd be happy with that. Or rather, that would be a good schedule for our situation, but like, I would obviously like to be able to have my body be able to handle working full-time the way it used to. There's no way to really test that out without doing it, though, and I'm not in a position to do that with our schedule and our family needs. I'm needed at home more than I'm needed out there working, you know what I mean? But hey, you know, yesterday was a big piece of good news. Much needed. It's a big win. So hey man, I'll freaking take that. I don't know, rest of the week, Should be pretty quiet. Got some weather down here. Make sure that I set an alarm or whatever I gotta do to make sure I don't sleep through class or something. But I'll train the rest of this week, even if I gotta hobble along to do it. I'll be there, even if that means I can only teach. I can barely move or get any training in, I don't know, but I need to be there, you know. There's no way I'll ever get promoted to second degree if I'm not in class. I'll get better, I'll heal, but I gotta do what I can do in the meantime, you know. Gotta do my due diligence. I can't just use it as an excuse to not go, essentially. That's just not good. You know, life is good. What else have we been up to? Oh, almost done reading The Hobbit. I've been reading that to my baby girl throughout the day. We're almost there. I've never read this book before. I've read The Lord of the Rings. I did that in high school. I never read The Hobbit. I actually didn't know about it until several years later. I think we're about 2/3 of the way through the book. Very excited. I've really loved it. It's a completely different tone than The Lord of the Rings. It's like more adventure-y, more exploration, like world of possibilities, kind of. Whereas Lord of the Rings is like an overwhelming, impossible odds, good versus evil type thing, which I love. Huge fan, of course. But it's just like it's a different tone. It's refreshing. Set in the same world, obviously. Set before Lord of the Rings, of course. It's just really interesting. It really is. I love it so much. I think that's about all we've been up to, really. Trying to get out more. Take her to the park, things like that. She loves that. I've been pretty good about finding an excuse to take her somewhere every day. Weather dependent, of course, but even if it's raining or something, we'll play on the porch or something, watch the rain. But yeah. Anyway, let me get a refill, get some stretching in. I'll be right back. We'll start combat, okay? Mute myself so I'm not blasting your eardrums out when I set this thing down. Alright, I'm back. I just needed a couple minutes. I needed to stretch my, what is it, piriformis. Might have mentioned it in previous streams. If y'all ever get like sciatica, pray you don't. It's freaking bad. But if y'all are ever dealing with that, look up, if you don't know what it is already, the pigeon pose in yoga. Tree's good too, but it's pigeon's way better, if you ask me. It's been far more effective for me. I can do tree, that's fine and all that, but it kind of messes with my ankle a bit. I get a deeper stretch with pigeon. I feel like it's easier to modify and do more advanced versions of as well, for a deeper stretch. So yeah, just watch the way you sit. Make sure you're working that muscle every day. Don't be too sedentary. If you're sitting down for a long period of time, take breaks. Every hour is ideal, but like I wouldn't push it too much farther past that. But seriously, take some dang breaks, man. There's no job out there that's worth your body. Not a single damn one of them. Speaking as someone who's sacrificed his body for his job, don't do it. Not worth it. Now, that's enough of the dad advice, I guess. Unsolicited at that. Let's get this going. Oh no. That green energy is usually indicative of necromantic magic of some sort. Looks as though Gale is the first one up. Okay. Yep, no surprises. Good. We got 5 of them, 4 mage types, 1 melee type. Okay, level 2 Entombed Scribe. Now something that you don't get to just know, right? It's this. In the tabletop versions of, or tabletop version of D&D, of 5e at least. I don't really know much about previous versions other than the character building process. And they're all considerably harder than 5e. Oh, excuse me. Utilizing this information is going to be extremely important in Tactician. I would check this stuff out. Also, looking at their stats, knowing what their weakest saves are. For example, 8 Dex, 8 Wisdom means they're going to take a -1 to saves. 10 Strength means it's a +0. Oh, Charisma? Golly. So basically don't do intelligence saves on this guy and you're good to go. Yeah, utilize that. In 5e, you just don't get that information. In Pathfinder 2e, you can do something called Recall Knowledge as one of your 3 actions every turn. And if you want, you can spend multiple actions to do it if you like fail or whatever your first time. And that can be extremely useful. You can find out weaknesses, weakest saves, invulnerabilities, in general, just things like that. It's really cool. Love the mechanic. Love it. Because it makes it more realistic, you know. Just because you, the player, don't know what a creature is doesn't mean that someone, a character that exists in the world wouldn't have read something or encountered it themselves, or known somebody that has, or whatever, right? Anyway, let's do firebolt on this guy. 4 damage, modest,
To focus.
but it'll work. I never equipped her Morning Star. That was a bad move. 1 to 8 or 2 to 7. We'll take the 2 to 7. Oh, damn. Okay. Alright, I didn't expect that to go so well. It's okay. He's empty. Let's go ahead and send her still behind some kind of cover. Right here. Alright, y'all. What we doing? We have this guy. He's a little far from us. He's got 41 freaking health. Good grief. Tell you what we can do. We can throw a javelin at him.
All right.
Yikes. Not one. That's never good. That's fine. We're outside of his range. Yeah. You'd have to dash to get to us. This will actually be pretty useful. Should have done that beforehand. Yeah. Use that on myself. Next turn I'll do Divine Sense, I guess. Another scribe. Stupid fog cloud. Throw stone, interesting. Well, good news is the fog cloud works against the bad guy as well. And if I can break his concentration, it'll go away. Ah, not so lucky. What the hell? Where's Asterion? There we go. What the hell are you doing, dude? Alright, okay. Shockingly high strength and constitution for a damn skeleton. It's my dog right here. If you're seeing like movement or whatever, she's, I don't know, doing dog stuff, licking herself, whatever. Let's do a Sacred Flame. Oh shit, don't freaking, you dumbass. Why in the hell would you do that? Just use it from here, stupid. That's really annoying, dude. Wasted turn.
Best be on my way.
don't think I want to use spell slots for a Divine Smite on this guy. Immune to Dazed. Okay. Might. Yeah, let's go ahead and use one at least. Cool. So that fog, whatever is done. Move over here. Cunning action, hide. That'll set up a sneak attack next round for him. Now his ass can't see. So we're gonna bring him over here. See if we can break his concentration. Not with the nat 1.
Ready. Got to move.
Ah, I made the save. This fight's going pretty well, actually. Bad guys are kind of missing everything. Wasting their turns on silly things like blindness that I can just move out of. We'll save the spell slot. Only got 2. Silence. Okay. I didn't know they had a second level spell slot. She could just move out of that. But that fog cloud is kind of annoying. Why don't we get rid of it? That's interrupted, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Let's have him move out here. Why don't I have it? I should have advantage. Why do I not have advantage? Stupid. I was already hiding. There we go. Have him move behind. Behind cover. Although I guess it doesn't properly give you cover. If you're behind cover, that would be like from this angle, half concealment. That should give you like a +2 to AC. It clearly does not. And it should, which is annoying. Another mechanic. They could have done better. There we go. That's a good ass damage roll. That's what I'm talking about, Gale. Alright, let's move Gale more behind this pillar.
Got to concentrate.
Old girl's silenced, so let's move her outside of that bubble. I can't get over there, but I can still use Sacred Flame. But he made the save.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Let's take down this Tomb Warrior. Loot his empty body, that's right, we already looted everybody.
Light on my feet.
Close in on this guy. Yes, indeed, I'll do an opportunity attack. terrible.
Focus straight.
Oof.
What now?
Lots of misses going on here.
May the gods take you first. They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death.
Got him, coach.
Fools. Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty old baubles.
Some dusty old baubles. Alright. That encounter was nowhere near as difficult as the previous one. Now we have access to withers. We can make Shadowheart and Asterion much better.
A lot of effort to hide one sock.
That might be worth it.
Yes, indeed.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? And thus, balance is achieved. If all are at war, none can win. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Yes, indeed. Another soul coin. Some gold. Alchemy components. Look at that, a heavy chest. Amulet of Lost Voices, I think is, yep, Speak with the Dead. I'm not wearing anything right now. I'll go and equip that to him. That's good stuff. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Let's read the plaque.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Guardian of Tombs. Who is the Guardian of Tombs? I see, so it does hint at his identity. The Grave Domain. So it could be Kelemvor, Jurgle, or the Raven Queen. Obviously not the Raven Queen, so either Kelemvor or Jurgle. Kelemvor is the Lord of the Dead. We've read mention of him. Jurgle is the previous Lord of the End of Everything. we struck a deal with. You might have seen during the loading screens, Bane, Ball, and Merkel turning over his domain, responsibilities, godhood, so to speak, to those three mortals, raising them to deity, thus splitting his power amongst the three of them. That's interesting. I didn't realize, I'd never actually read that plaque before. I didn't realize they kind of hinted at his identity. I'd always wondered who he was until they all but said it in a post-game cutscene, essentially, that they threw in, that they added after, I don't know, one of the major updates. They added a whole bunch of in-game content, which I thought was really cool. Like an epilogue, so to speak. Alright, man. Made it through that. I guess our next order of business, first of all, let me friggin' equip what's her nuts with her daggone Morning Star. Yeah, definitely. Boom. Bigger thing to hit people with. Huge fan. Alright, so, the reason why, I might have said it last time, just in case I didn't, the reason why I was so hell-bent on getting withers as quickly as possible, even at the detriment of my party's survival with the previous encounter, it's basically because he'll show up in your camp, give you the ability to do one of three things at any time. You can raise a dead party member for what, 100, I was gonna say bucks, 100 gold 100 gold pieces. You can, I believe for free, change your character, like go through character creation again for any character you got, either yours, your PC, or that of your party members. The third thing is you can hire a hireling, they call it. I've never actually done so. I intend to do so with this playthrough. I don't know if they take the place of an existing party member, or if they're treated as like a summon, right? Either way, I intend to utilize that at least once out of curiosity and to pop the achievement. Because again, I've never done it, so you know, it's 10 gamer points I just haven't gotten. I think it's 10. Excuse me. I don't know, let me see. 15, there you go. Nose is itchy, dude. I do want to do this at some point. That would have to be done unbalanced, or maybe even whatever easy is. I don't know. I forget what it's called. Oh, I don't want to spoil y'all. If you haven't played through this, I don't want to show you guys too much of the achievements. Alright. No chemical components around here. Excuse me. Dude, I got the hiccups. It's so annoying. should spit us out, I believe, on the other side of that little temple thing.
Enjoying our walks together.
Thingy we were just in.
Aren't you, Gale?
Sure. In silence.
Alright, so I guess we're done over here. Alright, so Laezel will be... Pretty sure she's over here. Well, I guess holding your breath doesn't work. Ah, there we go.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips
Somebody's
don't
happy to
move,
see me.
yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
That's pretty low DC. Should be able to get it. Oh shit. Maybe not. There we go. Max roll on that D4 saved us.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Oh, I guess that's right. Golly, dude, freaking hiccups are so annoying.
Let's get going.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a gay tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Make space, and my might is yours.
Trying to remember. Excuse me. Stupid hiccups, dude. Trying to remember the next thing that we encounter. I'm pretty sure it's the Emerald Grove. With all the druids and the tieflings. I think we'll keep our party Same.
Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A crash must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
One dream of it.
I have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Need a shopkeep up in here. Alright, well we found Laezel, rescued her. Very close to failing that incredibly low DC.
I hear shouting up ahead.
Oh boy.
We should check it out, but be careful.
But of course. Anything down here first? Nope. Dude, how long am I gonna have these stupid hiccups? It's so annoying. Oh wait, I think this is... Yeah, okay. What we'll do...
What a day.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gates!
Nice.
Roach. Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
Oh, well that's annoying. I was kind of hoping I could, better position myself, but it doesn't seem to be a possibility.
Have to keep going.
Oh. Why, hello there. As he would say, I suppose.
To the shadows.
There we go. Yes, sir. Keep him back here.
Scouts! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastards!
that. Speaking of getting to the high ground,
Swiftly now.
By sickle and sword.
What path lies before me?
I don't remember. What does arms of a deer or whatever do? Meh. Numbnuts over there, just doing nothing. Okay, never mind. Never mind, he took down a goblin. That's not nothing. Nice.
Moving.
Alright. Pretty good at Dex, actually. Weak on Wisdom and Charisma. Obviously weak on Intelligence. And Charisma, I don't have the means to force a save on that. Pretty damn good on everything except for Intelligence and Charisma. That's right, it's an attack roll, not a who's it? Dex. Golly, dude. I don't get hiccups, and certainly not for this long. It's so annoying. Okay. From this range, let's do Sacred Flame. Nice. Didn't expect to hit. Definitely didn't expect to do max damage, although being poisoned is not nice. Damn. Well, have the high ground, I should still have advantage. Of course, Tactician screws you over for arbitrary or absolutely no reasons. I want to use that on someone so minor. Not a level 1 goblin, you know. Oh, forgot I already used my bonus action. I was gonna try to shove him. Kill him with fall damage. Bane's not great. That's fine though. Take him down with fireball. Wasted a crit on him though, he only had 1 freaking HP. Damn. Alright, moving back. Bugbear, 2 golems, and a warg. Very nice. Oh, there's a goblin I hadn't accounted for. If I can never get into combat, be pretty great.
Need to find a way forward.
Nice, dude. Bugbear's a problem. So is rolling like crap. Nice. Dude busted his ass. That's nice. Better chance of hitting him. That wasn't great. That was a dumb move. Is she no longer poisoned? Okay, cool. Nice. All of us against a single bugbear. 1 level higher than us. I think he can rage too, can't he? No? Pew pew. Nice. That was a good roll for damage.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate! Where is that bastard? Damn look.
Sweet. Let's loot. Laezel, though? Okay. I don't want to talk to you right now.
The latest addition to our little group. Laezel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
Fair assessment. damn javelin. Where'd it go? Oh. Alright, cool. I think that's all of them. Look at that. Made it to the Emerald, whatchamacallit, Grove. Ah, yes.
Careful, I'm behind.
No time to rest.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
I don't know why it kind of forces you to interject into this. Like, this is none of your business, you know what I mean? Squabble between two third parties. Like, why must you be involved in everything? You're not the world police.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
Seems paladin-y to do. 50-50 or better chance. Let's see. Hey, there we go.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
What an ass.
Could be on their way.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins. We need a healer.
Indeed. What's up, dude?
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I know his voice. Zevlor? Let me look that up. I'm curious. Glenn McCready. I just want to see like some kind of filmography or something. Maybe IMDb. Nothing I know him from. Weird. His voice sounded familiar as all.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Ah, shopkeep. Finally. Somewhere we can sell our stuff. Alright, where is that chest? Why must I search for it every time? So freaking annoying. It should automatically be on your map. Actually, you know what? Friggin' hiccups, man.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the Grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Alright, let's see what he's got first. Now, potions of healing. My goodness, we could use some of that. Arrows we'll find on bodies. Scrolls are pretty plentiful as well. It's kind of cool, but not particularly useful for any of anyone we got, you know. Oh, that's so far outside our price range. Never mind. Don't know why I'm pretending I can afford that. It's good for Karlak, though. I'm not sure we'll have her in our party, but I mean, it's pretty essential for her throwing build, whatever. We'll go and get that. Alright, let's start selling some crap. We'll keep things we can throw. Okay, oh, this one, that's right. Alright. Send the books to camp. Alright, anybody else have something? An unused mace? Tech thoughts. She doesn't really need that. Oh, I was hoping I could just send it to myself. Get rid of that. Need to reconsider what he's got equipped. Okay. So we got 810 out of that. Might behoove us, honestly, to get a supply pack, but I don't know, we got plenty. Let's get some healing potions. It's kind of a no-brainer for 130 gold. Starting level equipment. Of course, everything we sold. I suppose I could blow my gold and get, what is it, chain shirt +1. I don't know about that. Probably find something better just lying around, honestly. Spend all that money just for one additional AC? I don't know about that. Supply pack. Let's go and get that. Anything else we can use? How much is the bow? Oh, it's still just 1d8. Eh. Price is a little steep for an enchantment that we can't really make too much use of. Considering we would equip a Asterion with it. I don't plan on having him be a what, arcane trickster, I think. No, I think what we have is plenty. Though how much are these scrolls of revivify? Holy crap, that's a lot. Yeah, we can't afford that. Okay, never mind.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
Alright. I think this is a good point to respec our characters using withers, and then kind of go from there. Oh, you're not withers. What the hell am I doing? What's up, dude?
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Ooh, let's see if I can make this save. Of course, it's a DC 20. Man. No bonus? Don't I have freaking something to wisdom? Oh no, paladin charisma. That's right. I'm not gonna blow an inspiration on that.
There is a great divine energy indeed, but the source is unclear.
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling, there is little else to explain. A matter of coin.
Nice. That's right, it's 200 gold pieces for a resurrection, 100 for changing your class. Go ahead and do
As
that.
thou desire.
Oh shit. I didn't mean to change his. Stupid. That's why you should save often. I guess you have to speak to him with the character that you want to change classes of. Or rather, speak to him with the character whose class you want to change. Guess it doesn't do well to end a sentence on a preposition. Cool. Oh no, do I have to resell my crap?
Take that back, right now.
Am I dum-dum? Where's my gold at? 576. No, I don't believe I'm a dum-dum. That's good. Cool. I like not being dumb. Where's Numbnuts at? Here he is.
We meet.
Alright, let's get
I
through
shall
the
be here
dialogue.
in thy camp. There are many. Correct.
Oh crap, I made it? What?
He has a divine aspect, yes. A reflection of death itself. Eternal and inescapable.
I shall answer no further questions in that regard.
Hmm.
A mending of the threads
Mysterious.
between, should thou or any of thy compatriots, because it is my call, a matter of coin.
Okay, cool.
I wonder what
Alright.
the next move is.
You're up, lady. Let's get rid of that stupid trickery domain. The hell wants a one part rogue, though not useful, and one part cleric. It's just silliness.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. As thou desire.
Sweet. This is what I wanted. Alright. Cleric, of course. Resistance guidance, sacred flame. That's kind of cool. It's one of the newer spells they added. It's very situational though, I don't know about all that. Sacred flame, obviously a good one to do. Toll the Dead. I forgot they added that. I have never used resistance before ever. Usually a waste of time. Toll the Dead's a good one. Cool, man. I mean, Blade Ward's good too, I suppose. It's only 2 turns though, so you know. Yeah, just Stupid trickery. Oh, they give you death now? That's freaking badass. That's cool, man. I'll try that out at some point, not on this playthrough. She's gonna get life. I'm just curious. What's War Priest again? Ooh. A cleric with 2 attacks. That's nice. So kind of like a paladin minus smite plus cleric spells. Okay. Trickery, we already know that. Tempest is a cleric wizard blend. Nature, cleric, druid. Lights. I suppose a cleric wizard blend, sort of. Just more, I guess, light related spells. Interesting. Not my shtick though. Life domain is usually how I like to do shadow. What's her face? Shadowheart. Knowledge is most certainly another version of a cleric wizard blend. Death is like a cleric necromancer, which I think is really cool, by the way. We'll do life though. Nice. Gives a buff to healing spells. Gives her access to heavy armor. Big fan. Cure wounds as a domain spell, along with bless. Cool beans. Keep that as is. Though she's incredibly not charismatic, but who cares? That's fine, we'll leave that. Yeah. That's fine, we'll leave that. Name's fine too. Cool, I just wanted her to become a life domain, whatever. Let's level her back up. Turn undead, preserve life. I don't recall what that is. Oh, that's right, I remember that. 2 additional spell. Oh wait, no, sorry. 1 additional spell, I believe. We'll keep that in case she gets in deep shit. Guiding bolt is good situationally. Healing word, good. Cure wounds is always prepared because of her life domain. Freeze up. Something from here. I'd prefer Shield of Faith over Sanctuary, or rather, yeah, over Sanctuary. Well, dude, protection from evil and good is great, but its concentration only works on 1 ally, and it takes first level spell slot. I don't really think it's worth it. That should be a freaking cantrip. There's no reason why that should have such a high cost. It's not super powerful by any means. And considering the other things you can do with the first level spell slot, why the hell would you do that? You know what I mean? Just makes no sense. Shield of Faith, also concentration, is worth a first level spell slot. I would go with that, I think. Good thing about Cleric is you can just change your stuff. Like this. Always prepared, cure wounds, and bless. Yep. Cool beans. Now this screen right here, this is one of my biggest complaints about 5e. There is literally no reason why a ranger, a warlock, or a... let me think. What's the other one? I think it's actually, no, just those 2. There's absolutely no reason why they can't do this. Change their spells at any point in time, with stipulation of like wizards need to study the crap. They need a little bit of time to prep their stuff. There's absolutely no reason, none whatsoever, why rangers and warlocks get screwed over. Rangers are already insanely weak in 5e, ridiculously underpowered and just terrible balancing. Wizards of the Coast just absolutely screwed rangers. It pisses me off because, like, they're, in my opinion, one of the coolest classes. They're one of my favorites to play, and they're worthless in 5e. They're completely worthless if you play them as the PHB, the player handbook version, the vanilla, the rules as written version. Now, if you do something like Ranger Revised, which is an unearthed arcana, whatever, content, which has been play tested, things like that. There are several versions of Ranger that have been improved upon by people that just love the game and are unpaid, doing better than the people that do it professionally, of course. Love when that happens. Not mentioning any names. Nintendo, another good example of that. Bethesda, another one. Modders and whatnot, doing a better job than the damn developers themselves. it just bothers the hell out of me. It's such a terrible balancing. Any campaign, I haven't had the pleasure of running a full campaign yet. I've only done a as a DM a one shot, and well, no, I guess I did. I did run a campaign, but it didn't work out. I think we got through 2 sessions, and then just things kind of fell apart. The players, which is fine. It happens. Real life is real life. You know what I mean? Things happen, life happens, and real life always takes precedent over game. But while I haven't had opportunity to do so, if any one of my future players ever wanted to play as a ranger, I would absolutely encourage them to use UA content, or perhaps I could homebrew something for them, but I would discourage them from using the PHP version of the ranger class, because it's just freaking trash. It's so bad, it's so ridiculous. Like, the majority of what the ranger does, anybody can do by picking the Outlander background. So it's like, what the hell's a ranger for, dude? It's so ridiculous. It's just terrible decisions, balancing and writing wise, on the part of Wizards of the Coast, for 5e. I understand that they're trying to simplify everything, and I get that, and I in general agree with the sentiment. 5e was supposed to be a more marketable, more like appeal to everybody and bring them into the fold kind of thing. And I get that. I agree with it. I don't agree with how they went about it, personally. But yeah, this screen, long story short, this screen should be available for every class. It's complete bullshit that it's not, but whatever. Anyway, she's squared away.
Watch your back.
Asterian's turn. Well, wait. Let me double check. What is he? Half-rogue. Doesn't show me what his damn subclass is. That is extremely annoying. But I'm pretty sure they've got him as thief by default. I want him as an assassin. I'll save prior to, just in case I'm wasting my time.
I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.
As thou desire.
Oh, 4 proficiencies, that's nice. Yes, acrobatics, stealth. Performance, who the hell wants that? It's stupid. Persuasion. Let's do... Investigation's good. Skill expertise. Double proficiency bonus. For skills you have expertise in, I would say, yes, these two. Sleight of hand and stealth. It's perfect. Oh, I guess you don't get to choose your subclass yet, that's right. Though, I mean, I did at least get to change some of his proficiencies, or one of them, whatever. Let's level him back up to level 2, along with the rest of the party. Yes, he's got his stuff back. I'd say it's worth 100 gold. It's fine.
Looking ahead.
Alright, where's Laezel? Say hey to her. Oh, wait. I guess let's talk to
Hello.
everybody.
What can I do for you?
See if they have any new dialogue. After talking to everybody, I think we'll end it there. We're already a little bit past time. I just didn't want to.
Chatter already? Tusky.
A Dragonborn would never say number one. The first response, rather.
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we
so
locate a
tempted.
crash. You do well to observe more and question less.
My goodness. I would be so tempted as this guy to just be like, and fire breath. Bah.
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss.
She gets better,
Then you
by the
start to
way.
hallucinate.
She gets more
Your hair falls out, and
palatable.
you bleed from every orifice.
She's really bitchy
Your
to
bones
begin
will
with,
change
but
form.
it's
Your
like
jaw will split
she's
to
not
allow
from
room for 4 great
Toro.
tentacles. All skin will turn
She
to
doesn't mean
gore
to be.
and be shed to
It's
reveal
just different
new
culture,
flesh
is all.
underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
That's just how Githyanki are. I doubt she even understands that she's being the way that she is. Because that's normal for the people.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal.
We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that.
The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
I'll pretend he's dumber than he is, just to progress dialogue.
Yes, if you give it no further thought.
But anomalies lead to surprises.
Bingo.
Bad surprises.
Besides,
Very bad.
what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Cool. Alright, we got through initial dialogue. Gale. How you doing?
What's on your mind?
None. Who else haven't we talked to? Shadowheart, that's right.
Something the matter?
Okay. No actual dialogue, just generic responses. Let's go and leave camp. Go ahead and we'll call it right here. We're heading this way. We're gonna poke our nose into a whole bunch of things that are not our business at all. Let me clean up my saves real quick. Any more than 3 is excessive in my mind. Actually, that's fine. First stream, I'll just take 2. 1 extra in case I really screw up. Alright. I think we'll call it there. I have the energy to continue on, but it's a work night. It's probably not wise. I know y'all got work in the morning. I'm off tomorrow, as I might have explained earlier. So yeah, we'll call it there. I think we made some good progress. We got withers. We respect a couple characters. It's not a small thing. Got Laezel. and made it to the Druids' encampment, the Emerald Grove, as it were. I'd say that's some pretty damn good progress right there, actually. Yeah, I guess we'll call it there. So I'll see y'all. Actually, you know what? This weekend I might not stream at all. We'll see. Friday I don't have game, but it depends on what the wife wants to do. We'll see. So maybe I'll stream Friday. We'll see about that, like I said. Saturday I don't believe I'll be available. Sunday I know I won't be. If any of that changes, I'll pop on in. Of course, I'd love to stream. I love hanging out with you guys. It's always more fun with you than without. Although, of course, I love this game and I have more fun. Not more fun. I have fun on my own as well, but it's always, again, more fun with company. If y'all enjoy the stream, if you like what I'm doing here, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. Please feel free, drop some stuff in the chat. Man, I love talking to y'all. It makes the experience for me way better, honestly, and I feel like for you guys better too. I feel that I can provide a better product for you when there's a dialogue, you know. So don't be shy. Drop some stuff in the chat. I don't mind at all. Channel's very small. I will make sure to respond to all y'all, unless you're being a dick, then I'll just block you. But yeah, man, like feel free, really. I don't mind it at all. You have questions, you just want to say hi, whatever. Pop it in. But I guess I'll go and I'll call it here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on a weeknight. I know it's not easy to devote what little time you have for sleeping for fun, or to fun rather. So I appreciate it if you made the decision to use that time to spend with me. Hey, you know, that's not a small thing, and I really do appreciate that. Appreciate y'all's support. Hanging out with me through, I guess this is our third game now. That's crazy. But yeah, we got some weather rolling through. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. And I will see you hopefully this weekend, and if not, next Tuesday. 9:30ish kind of time. But yeah, y'all be good. All right. Sleep good. Have a good day tomorrow, and I'll see you next time.